Hello and welcome to another exciting Dragon Age toolset video tutorial by SilentCid. Here today I'm going to show you how to add a merchant to your module. First things first, let's go ahead and add a creature that's going to be handling our store. So we're going to go to File, New, Creature, and let's name the creature Steve _ the _ merchant. Hit OK. And let's give Steve a name that's visible in game. So we're going to go to name, Steve. Let's change his appearance now. Head morph. And let's go ahead and do a star Duncan star. Enter. And you can see once I hit enter, putting a star Duncan star, it adds a search for that particular name, and as you can see there's only one, so we added Duncan's body here. Let's give Steve some clothes, so we're going to go to inventory. I just saw in the general clothing, commoner. Let's go to human middle class, and we're going to equip this. Okay, hit save, and let's close him out for now. And let's add Steve close by to the campfire I have here, and rotate him so he's facing the direction where the character will come up. Now we need to add the merchant placeable, so we're going to go to File, New, Merchant, and we're going to type this store _ Steve _ the _ merchant. Now notice I put store _ and the merchant's name. The reason why I did that, because I attached inside your zip file a script that can be used over and over again with multiple merchants, and so that you're not writing a script to open the merchant's like another merchant resource to view the store each time you have a merchant that you created. So using one script to run them all, almost like one ring to rule them all type of thing. So go ahead and hit OK. I already have it, so I'm going to cancel this, but you hit OK and it'll be created, and it'll probably open up something like this. If not, just go ahead and go to your merchant's palette window, click on it. Let's add stuff to the merchant. So we go to inventory. Now I already added stuff for this, but you know, you go to global, and you can go for the armor and stuff like that. Quick items would be your potions and grenades and poisons and traps. So you can add, and then depending on what it is, like potions, like I have a potion right here, the lesser one. If you go to stack, you can add how much potions you want this particular store to sell. Now if you saw like in the main campaign, you know, those little vials that you use to create those particular potions, and some merchants have it where it's infinite, you would click that and you would hit OK, so that, you know, it's never ending. He always has it. Restricted items, you can regulate what he wants to buy and what he will buy, like only particular items he would like to buy, or any particular items, you know, it's pretty much refuses to buy or he buys all type of stuff. Certain kinds of armor, you just add it, hit OK. Pricing, as you saw, I have 15 and 10 buy markdown, is when you go to the store and the default price it has in the game engine would be whatever, and this is 15 represents the percentage, so it would be 15% off the regular price. Sell markup. If I was to sell my weapon to Steve here, he's going to mark it up 10% for me, so I get a little bit of money out of it, a little profit. So once that's done, let's go ahead, hit OK, or save, sorry, hit save, closes out. Now we need to add a conversation file for Steve, so when he communicates with us and he's done communicating, it'll open up. So let's go ahead and go to new, conversation, and let's name this convo _ Steve _ the _ merchant. Notice I have convo for a lot of these things. It's not necessary, but you know, keeping a naming convention will organize your work in case it gets really big. You know, and you lose where your stuff is. So let's go ahead and create some dialogue for Steve. And I'm just going to type here, welcome to the wonders of Steve. We carry items crafted by me as a variety of items that I have collected over the years. Is there anything you would like to see? Alright, let's go ahead and add some lines for our character. We'll do act, oops, browse his wares. And let's add another line. Not right now. Let's insert one more line. Oops, let's do a period here. Insert one more line. Well, if you need anything, just let me know. And to finish this off, I can type this, but someone told me on the project discussion board another way to end this instead of doing continue or typing continue each time for the player to click to exit out of the dialogue mode. So instead of doing this, as you saw in many of my videos, and especially the one I created for Sergi for the gestures video tutorial, you can just leave it like that. But if you leave it like this, excuse me, it only gives you the option to hit escape to be able to exit out of conversation mode. So we're going to go down to where it says fast path and click on fast path. That way, as soon as he's done talking, it kicks you off of the dialogue window. It's almost like hitting escape, but it automatically does that. So you can go back to your conversation file, and all the times I have added continue, you can always change that. Or in your particular conversation stuff, you could also cut that out too. So anyways, we got our script. Now we need to add a plot. And notice we have not created any plot yet. That's okay, because we're going to use what the game engine or what this tool set has already provided, a generic type of a plot that can be used multiple times for different functions. Similar, especially stuff like with this to activate a script. So we're going to go to plots and scripting. We're going to go to action, and we're going to hit the browse button. Oh, make sure you go to where it says browses where you see it highlighted. Okay, now we're going to go back here, go to global, generic, and you're going to click the one that says GN00PT _ generic _ actions. and hit OK. The flag is set. We want to pick gen_open_store. So that opens our merchant. I'm going to hit save. Now, close that out. We have done with the conversation, and you, of course, you can go back and add a voiceover for him and add, gestures and all that. But for this video, I don't need to do that for you. You can do it yourself. We'll go back to creatures. Go to Steve. Go to conversations. Now we got to link the conversation file to him, or resource to him. Save. Now included in your zip file is a actual merchant script that I have finished up, and if you saw, it might look similar to the Wikipedia toolset Wikipedia, or toolset wiki, sorry. The code looks about the same, but it's not finished, and it assumed that you had had some knowledge on how to script the rest. So instead of teaching you how to script the rest, I included it because it's a lot easier to do. All you have to do though is make sure you save your area. Oh, we've got one more thing quick before I go back to that script. We need to add our merchant. So go to your merchant, or you go to your palette window, merchant, store, and then this is not visible to the character, but I like to kind of hover over his head so that I know it's sort of attached to him, that this is for him. So it's not sitting somewhere in the middle of the map, because you won't know who that belongs to. So have it relatively close to your merchant. Alright, save it real quick. Close this out. And then to import the file that I provided for you, you're going to go Tools, Builder, Builder to Builder Load, and you're going to see the script data, and you will hit Open, and then it should load up fine, and you should see it right here in your script palette window. So if you double click on it, you don't need to add or do anything to it, but I want to show you something right here. You can see where, remember I told you store with the underscore there, and why they always have that for your merchants, because when the script runs, it's going to attach that store with the merchant's name, which I have right here. So as you can see, Steve, the merchant, is going to be added right here, and then store. So you're going to have the merchant like this: store underscore Steve underscore the underscore merchant, and then it's going to open the actual store for you. So that's pretty much all done with the script. Now it's all exporting stuff out. I'm just going to reopen this, and I've been off camera, been more efficient at exporting stuff now. Hopefully I'm not going to cause a problem. So we're going to export. Let's do our script first, our merchant script. Let's go ahead and export that out without dependent resources. Then let's do our area. Export this out without dependent resources. Our conversation resource, Steve, or the Steve one. Export that out without dependent resources. Do our character too, Steve. Export that out without dependent resources. It'll give you that error. It seemed to work adding him in there without worrying so much about that as in previous videos. And then go to your merchant. Export this out too. And I don't believe I added the script. Alright, that's pretty much it. And I'm going to switch in game to show you the example. Alright, let's go ahead and see if our merchant's working properly from doing all those steps I showed you. So I'm going to go ahead and click on him. Steve wants to see if I want to buy anything from him, so let's go ahead and do that. And there you go. Here's all the stuff that we put in there. Of course, I don't have any money to to buy anything off of him, so I can probably sell some stuff. A little bit of a rip-off, considering he wasn't much of a markup, huh? But anyways, there you go. And you added a merchant in your module. One thing that I saw is, well, someone mentioned that that particular plot that I told you to add might break the main campaign, but that wasn't really confirmed, and that was from a different website. So it's best, you could always ask, see if a BioWare person can mention if that was one of the affected plots that was breaking the game, main campaign at least. But that's the method shown how to add a merchant. Also, let's see if that one particular thing, FastPath, helped us. But it doesn't look like it, so I'm forced to hit escape anyways. So anyways, that's pretty much it, and we'll see you next time.